What's good, everybody? It's your boy Alonzo. We're back with another episode of AAA. This is episode 5 of anime, athletics, all that. Today we're talking about free agencies, maybe a little bit of JoJo if you're into that towards the end, but we just want to start off early with the free agencies and the trades and the signings. It's Monday, March 10th, 2025. We're with the crew. I want to kick things off with the Myles Garrett trade just because it might be a little old news, but just because I think it's kind of crazy how this guy was saying he wants to become a champion, he wants to play with a contending team, and money talks. Money talks. Yeah, hey, money talks, bro.
Money talk, especially when the people you asking to get you out of there saying we not doing it.
So I think he just bit the bullet. Yeah, I don't like that. He must know something, because I heard like maybe the owner or GM told him like, hey, we're probably gonna take a quarterback this second round. We're gonna make a move for a quarterback. They did make a trade for a quarterback. We can get into that later, but I know that's not their starting quarterback. Kenny Pickens is not the answer. That is not why Myles is staying.
Oh, come on.
Nah,
that's Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, on the bench.
Come on, bro.
On the bench. you might as well get the Chiefs back up, man. Like, nah, bro. But like, I did want to like mention the Myles Garrett thing. I think it's crazy how he was like, "Oh, I want to be on a championship team," and now it's like, nah. 125 guaranteed made him change that mind real quick.
Ooh, breaking. Najee Harris signs a 1-year deal, $9.5 million to the Chargers.
Najee Harris.
Oh, dang. See? Oh man, a lot of our guys gone.
I got to update.
A lot of our guys left, bro. Ooh. Oh man, well we can get to the stuff later, but dude, the Steelers headlines I've been seeing all day. All of our guys left. A lot of guys left.
Yeah, I mean, but speaking of trades for the Steelers, man, y'all got DK Metcalf.
DK.
Yeah, y'all got DK, man.
Next, bro, come on, bro. It don't matter who's throwing now.
Yeah, it don't matter. You got DK and George Pickens. That's a good. I got it right here. You're DK Metcalf for a second round pick, which is not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, second
round pick. What's that asking price dropped? Yeah. Yo, Kalani, you're muted.
You're muted.
My bad.
What are you about to say?
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, but yeah, bro. Like, that DK trade, bro, day by day. That was like my whole Sunday was made. I was like, bro, DK is literally like a bigger GP. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, he's just a bigger, stronger, more established
and speed. Yeah. And it's not like he washed or anything like that, bro. He got tired.
He's in his prime. We were looking at him last year. Yeah. I'm just surprised we were able to get him. Once that asking price went to the second round pick, my whole perspective changed on it. I was like, oh, we could go for that.
Yeah,
and
bro.
I was just surprised it happened. I thought the quarterback thing would be fixed, and I think that's the next thing I gotta talk about is Justin Fields, bro.
So you do want to talk about Justin Fields today. So Justin Fields, I got it right here. He signed with the Jets for a 2-year, $40 million deal. I think it's a low risk for the Jets. They're clearly moving on from Aaron Rodgers. We all know he got released, but I like it on the Jets, man. I think this is a moment for him to really prove himself. Like, there's been a lot of disrespect. And I know you were big on Justin Fields of like you guys keeping him, Bro. And this is a double-bladed sword because it's like, okay, Jets got to answer our quarterback because I thought they're going to get Sam Darnold, but he went to the Seahawks for 3 years for a $100 million deal. But who's going to be the Steelers quarterback? Y'all keeping Russ? I've been hearing talks y'all might get Aaron Rodgers. I think that's a top 2 because y'all ain't getting James and Winston or Daniel Jones. These are going to be Russ or Aaron Rodgers. That's how I see it.
Honestly, the way things are going at this point, brother, I could see Russell Wilson running it back.
Yeah.
I can see Russell back 1 more year.
And especially the chemistry.
If we consider him a bridge, bro, the way this team is set up to be, they setting up for that 2026 draft for that quarterback, bro. And I think that's what Justin saw. That's why he knew he didn't really have a future here. And that was the only thing I had to lie to myself about when it came to this situation. It was like, yeah, like I want Justin to work out, but I knew the Steelers, the way they put their contract, because it was a 2-year, $30 million deal, $20 million guaranteed or something like that.
Yep.
And then the Jets offered $10 more million.
Yep.
They just put $10 more million on it. So Justin just went for the money. I can't be mad for it. I can't be mad about it. So I respect the deal because he has to make his own money. It just sucks because I wanted him so bad, but I can also see where he was trying to protect himself and make sure that he was in a situation where he was safer. And I felt like the Jets for him is a safer situation compared to the Steelers because the Steelers are way more poised to, if he doesn't perform this year, to just dump him and get a new quarterback next
Yeah.
year. And I think that's so. So
And if
I'm not
he
even mad at the decision. You
and
know.
on to that point, if he doesn't perform, they're gonna be set up to get another quarterback because I think next draft's supposed to be a stronger quarterback draft.
Brother, a strong quarterback draft.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a win-win for the Jets, you know what I'm saying? And with the Steelers, you guys just lost Najee Harris. That was breaking news of this hour
Yep.
at 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Who's you guys gonna get a running back? I mean, there's still J.K. Dobbs, or did he get picked up?
No, we got Jalen Warren, bro. Like, and even Jalen Warren throughout the season was even looked at as more of the running back one compared to Najee Harris. And even though I respected Najee Harris as a running back one, I thought he played well. I just felt like the offensive line wasn't supporting him enough to keep him upright. But I think the Chargers system and where he's going is definitely a better system for him, a ground and pounder. Like, just keep running the ball over and over. Like, I could see him getting 30 carries a game. And that's a game where he could break out and get big runs. And when he had good protection, which the San Diego, or sorry, LA, I'm from San Diego, so sometimes it's a San Diego Chargers to me
Yeah.
for life. But I feel like the LA Chargers game, I think is definitely more towards him, and I think it'll fit a lot better for him. So I feel like even again, like Najee the player, I'm happy for him. It just sucks. It's like, dang, we lost our first round pick. But I could also see for him as like this is a good situation. He's going back home. He's from LA, so he's a lot closer, and he has like a whole like donate. He's from a homeless shelter, or he supports a homeless shelter out there, I believe. So there's a whole everything's better for him. So Najee Harris, the person, congratulations. So, but as the fan, it's like But as the person, I'm like, oh, congratulations! I'm glad you made the bag. I'm glad I'm glad for him. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, it's just a 1-year deal too, so we'll see what
You
he
know.
does with it.
And that's what I can see him being that kind of guy. 1-year deals.
Yeah,
So I got a real
8,
question
9.
for you.
go ahead.
What are y'all what are y'all really gonna do at this point as the quarterback? Because even Sam Darnold's gone now.
We were
So
just
it's
talking
like,
about that. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, Russ, bro. It's looking more like Russ every
Bring
day.
Russ
It's looking
out?
like Russ.
Okay.
It's
So
looking
like,
like
I
Russ.
got the quarterback. I got to draft first round. To at
Not in the
least
first round. If we get a quarterback, it's going to be like in the 3rd or 5th round. We're not getting no quarterback early.
Mm-mm.
We're going to get a backup quarterback. We're going to get a quality backup quarterback.
I don't know. You gonna get a quarterback in the
I
third or
want to
fourth
get a
round in a weak quarterback draft?
There's no good quarterback. I don't see them going high on
There's
quarterback.
only like 3 good quarterbacks in this draft for what the experts are
Exactly.
saying.
Yeah.
And they see that too. And I don't think they're investing in quarterback. And that's what I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah. I think the Steelers
I
are
don't
going
think
to
that's
find
the
their
move.
quarterback in the free agency. That's their best bet right now. At least,
Yeah.
at least for
A
this
1-year
year.
guy. A 1-year guy. Give me a year, bro.
A
And it's
bridge.
Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers.
And Roger, because there's still Jameson Winston, Daniel Jones,
Let,
but the
let,
rest of
let's
these
be
guys are back.
completely real here.
Jones could work in
Y'all
this
would
system.
never sign Aaron Rodgers. Like, that is not even a move I can see the Steelers making.
I don't
They're
see
not
that
bringing
either.
the drama
Yeah.
into the locker room. Like, that is one person I do not see the Steelers ever dealing with. It's like,
I agree.
especially at this point in his career, because it's not even like he's like how he was in Green Bay, where it's like, oh, you can deal with the drama because he's balling on the field. Now it's like it's drama and it's not good performance.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think they're going to see. I think they see that too, Kalani. And then I think they're going to be like, nah, bro, we're going to avoid that situation together. We're not even going to touch that.
I'm not gonna lie. Before the Raiders traded for Geno, I thought that's something that y'all might have did.
For Geno?
Yeah,
I can't
I
see
could see
Geno on the
Geno's a
Steelers.
decent player, bro. He does good in systems. It's like as long as he don't gotta do too much, where he has to be like an elite quarterback, you give him a good offense, bro, like a good line and pieces, and you have a good coaching staff. Geno's gonna ball.
Yeah, Geno's been solid, but I definitely think that out of all the free agent moves for a quarterback,
But
I
he would
think
have been a trade. He would have been a
he would've
trade.
Yeah.
the
They
Raiders
traded him
traded
for
for him.
what was it, a 3rd-round pick? But I think that's the best fit because that's Pete Carroll's guy. You know what I'm saying? That he knows the offense. So like, and that's why I thought DK was going to go to the Raiders.
Always do with Pete Carroll, if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, because he was there the first year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll started.
So I mean, his real awakening year was with Pete Carroll. Even though people were saying he's washed with
Okay.
this, and now
Yeah.
of course he'll go back to Pete Carroll and the Las Vegas Raiders. But I did want to talk about our team, the Commanders. We didn't talk about our trades. We made some moves. We got Debo. We signed Zach Ertz. We got. Am I saying his name right? Laramie Tunell. Tunsil.
Tunsil. Larry
Oh,
Tunsil.
Larry Tunsil
Tunsil,
was a
Larry
great left tackle
Tunsil,
in the
butchered
game.
his name. Yeah, is he, yeah, I didn't even know 5-time Pro Bowler. Like we got him for a couple picks, man. We gave him a
Tunsil.
fourth,
Tunsil.
third.
I like Tunsil. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I like that too. I didn't even think they were looking at line like this, but like,
They
and we
need
also got
to.
that
I
defensive
said it
tackle.
last year. Even though our line didn't give up a whole bunch of sacks, you can see the line was not up to par for real.
Nope.
They had to game plan around that line.
Yeah,
Like Jaden Daniels had to get the ball out of his hand quick, or he had to run, and
yeah,
that was it.
yeah.
We
He's a
need
good
some
runner.
actual
Yeah,
dogs in the
he hit.
trenches
He hit a lot
that
of
can get
errors.
not only help Jaden Daniels, but help Brian Robinson get some of these yards, bro.
Yep. So like, I think that was a good pickup, and we also got that defensive tackle. Hold on, I got him on my list. What was his name? Oh, Kevon Kinlaw or something like that.
Kinglaw? What was his name?
Yeah, Javon Kinlaw or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, here, defensive tackle.
yeah, for 45 million for 3 years. I think it was a lot of money.
That's not bad. 15 a year. That's not bad at all. But your cap space, what you complaining about?
But we
I
just had
don't know, though.
Allen.
Thinking like, is he even gonna start
Yeah, I mean, is he gonna start over Newton?
for that money? It's like I don't
That's
know
what
if
I'm
he's starting.
saying. That's the only move. Like, I don't know about that one.
But then again, the cap is going up, so maybe
Y'all
I'm
got cap
looking at
space,
it.
bro. Y'all got like the most cap space out of anybody.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
doesn't mean we use it
no, not
unwisely.
not the most. We like I think
The
Y'all
Patriots got the
top
most.
third
three.
and sixth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Patriots got the most right now.
Y'all were like top three though. Y'all literally had like the
Yeah,
most though.
yeah, but
We were close. I forgot what the. I think when they started re-signing people, we started being like five. We had the fifth highest
that
cap
Debo
space.
trade kind of
Yeah, it was
impacted.
that Debo trade. That's what it
Yeah.
was.
I hope they're not done with receiver because like I'm not happy with just Debo and Terry. I see Debo as a
Debo
2.
looked kind of fat
Nah,
and slow, so you can have fun with that.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if they don't draft a receiver. I'm not gonna lie.
That.
Hey, yo, Diaby got let go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Diami. He went to the Jags for a 1-year, $10 million deal.
That nigga gonna ball out there. Watch it happen.
We'll see, bro. But like, I was actually a little upset. There was some drama. Commander fans might know, but like he tweeted out because what's his name? Fowler said something like, "Oh, how come somebody can play? I played half as many snaps and I don't get the same amount of respect." And Diami kind of like reacted to it like facts. And I don't know. And when I saw that tweet, I knew they were gonna let go Diami. Like, and then sure enough, the Jags picked him up for a 1-year, $10 million deal.
I'm not gonna lie. I like Diami.
Yeah,
He don't need to be on our team though.
you don't.
Even though we've been looking at him show flashes for like 3 fucking years. When the fuck you gonna put it together?
Yeah.
Like,
Last season he only had like 300 and something yards. He really just erupted in the playoffs. That was his best stretch. If he would have played like that the whole season, like in the playoffs, I don't think
because what happened? What happened? Last game he played in.
the fumble.
Mm.
And I think that just
Niggas started looking nice in little stretches.
Yep.
And then they got to fuck up just to make sure you know we got somebody for the long haul.
Yep. All right, so
But
transition.
I'm
Go ahead,
hoping they incorporate Luke McCaffrey a little bit more.
And that's who I want
But
to
I'm
see
not
step
gonna lie,
up.
Luke be open, bro.
Yeah.
Luke really be open, and
Yeah.
I feel like the line, us improving the line should help that
Mm-hmm.
because it'll give Jaden a chance to go through all his progressions.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the first 2 and be like, oh shit, I don't got no time. I gotta get out of here.
Right. And I also don't want to see him as just a special teams guy, like doing punt returns and kickoff returns. Like I want to see him more involved with the offense.
Make
He's
get
so
some
happy.
hope on him, you know, let him get used to the game for a little bit.
He a rookie. He a
Yeah,
rookie.
he's a rookie. I believe in Luke. I wanted him
Yeah.
too.
Did y'all have any thoughts about the Sam Darnold acquisition with the Seahawks for 3-year, $100 million deal he signed?
I'm not gonna lie.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of
I
money.
did not think that was gonna be a thing.
I didn't
Because
think
like they already had Geno. So it's like,
yeah.
and then you traded your best receiver. So I was
Yeah.
like, why the
Who was
fuck
he
you
gonna
get-
throw to? Who's he gonna throw to? Jigma?
Bro,
Jigma
like,
Smith? It's just Jigma,
and they
bro.
are,
Like,
I think they already got rid of Tyler Lockett.
yes, they did. I think he's at the Raiders with Pete
Mm-hmm.
Carroll. So like, it's just
Hey,
Jigma and Sam Darnold. So he has less to work with compared to the Vikings. I don't know if it's
yes,
gonna be the same
you putting him
success.
in a bad situation. It's
Yeah.
like it's like he needs to be in a good situation. We see. I'm not gonna lie. I got respect for Sam Darnold because I feel like his career got messed up
With the Jets.
off of the fact
Yeah.
he went there. That's what derailed his career, honestly. Because that boy was something nice in college.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was coming out of college, they was talking highly about that boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like he went to the Jets, and we see what happens when you go to the Jets. I can't think
Yep.
of a good quarterback that's been from the Jets since I watched football. Like
Nope.
this shit crazy. Like
Nope.
they have not had. I can't think of a single good quarterback the
Yeah.
Jets have had.
And hot take, I think they should have kept Zach Wilson. I mean, honestly, like looking back at it, I think they should have kept Zach Wilson low key,
Yes,
bro.
he wasn't the
He
problem.
wasn't
Right.
the problem. And then Aaron
Hey,
Rodgers is just as bad next season. He had more to deal with. He couldn't get nothing either. And no one's picked up Aaron Rodgers yet. You know what I'm
No
saying?
no
one
one
wanted him in that
is
locker room.
Yeah.
the guy he used to be.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Aaron Rodgers is still, in my opinion, the most talented quarterback we've ever seen on the football field. As far as just pure talent.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, bro. You're not producing in a way the bullshit off the field stuff can just be looked off and just moved on from. It's like, bro, nobody's dealing with that. It's like you got to produce at a high level to really get that off the steel stuff to not be a problem. But if
Yeah,
you're
man.
balling like, let's say, a Jaden Daniels, Josh Allen, Lamar, you might be able to get away with some of the stuff Aaron Rodgers be doing.
But he's not producing with it, man, with the headache. So
It's,
they're trying to move on. So we went through the quarterbacks. Right now is Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. I think those are only two starting worthy
Yep,
quarterbacks left in free
pretty much.
agency. I do see Russell staying with Pittsburgh, most likely.
Yeah, yeah. And now he got DK back. Come
Yeah,
on, bro.
I think that, and I don't know where Aaron's gonna go. Jameson, Winston, Daniel Jones, Jacoby, Marcus Mariota, all these other guys. I think they're gonna be back up somewhere.
Yeah.
Um,
I,
yeah,
I wouldn't be too mad if we re-sign Marcus
I
Mariota.
wouldn't be mad either for that second string. I think he did solid. Just get him for a
He
1 or 2 year
was so
deal.
solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
he
I'm
was
cool
so
with
solid.
us with the Commanders keeping Mariota. Like I'm cool with that. Like
Why don't y'all get Jameis Winston, bro?
they're not getting James Winston. They don't want that. You see, he didn't even want to talk. Like come on now, they don't want to do that, bro. They want to. We know what he is, man. He's gonna get you 30 touchdowns and 30
But he
interceptions.
gonna have your locker room behind him
Yeah,
every time.
hey, he's a
The
good.
best
He's not a
quarterback of the
problem.
year.
Yeah, yeah,
He
best.
has a
Best
great locker room presence, but
Yeah.
bro turned the ball over too much.
Too much, bro. Like we know what he is. I would feel more confident in Mariota than Winston as a backup, personally.
You've seen
Run.
it happen. You've seen
Yeah,
it work. So I respect that.
yeah.
You've seen it
Jumping to
work.
running back. There wasn't much move. We talked about Najee Harris and Aaron Jones re-signed with the Vikings, so that was
Devontae
it.
Williams signed.
You said, "Oh, really? Who did you sign with?
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
Did you stay with
I don't.
Broncos?"
Are we? Oh, hold on. No, sorry. There's a lot of news coming in. Sorry, I gotta get past my Steelers stuff. But yes, he did get signed. Denver. That's the. He did get signed. I saw him get signed. Sorry, let me find my info. He did get signed.
Oh, let me look it up.
But yeah, I saw it, that's about it though. Ooh, Chase Young got signed to the Saints.
Oh yeah, he basically stayed with them.
Yeah,
The Cowboys signed Javante Williams. That's crazy.
that's who it was. It was
The
somebody.
Cowboys. I'm not calling.
Really?
Yeah, bro. They needed a running back, bro. And you know that boy
Did not expect them to
from
sign any
Boise.
fucking running back, bro.
Yeah,
I just
bro.
knew they were locked in on drafting Gentry.
Yeah, but hey, man. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Don't
too.
let us draft that nigga.
Bro, right? But then he ain't gonna fall to 29. Ain't no way. Especially how these
Hey.
running backs resurged this season. Mm-mm.
If we sign him, I wouldn't be mad at that, bro. At our pick, him and Brian Robinson,
Yeah.
or him replacing Brian Robinson, I don't even care because
Nah.
that nigga got speed that Brian Robinson don't got.
Oh shit. I actually I'd rather stay with Brian Robinson than Javante. Are you talking about the rookie?
Alshon Gentry.
Oh
Gentry.
yeah. Over, yeah. That's the best running back in the draft. I thought you were talking about Javante.
Nah. Gentry.
Yeah,
Gentry.
Gentry. Yeah, I would definitely get him
And
over
I say if we
B-Rob.
draft him, bro, I would not be mad at that. Like
Yep.
that would actually it might help us because Brian Robinson lacks speed,
Mm-hmm.
so they're able to still crowd the box even though
It could be a
we got
Jameer
confidence.
Gibbs and Montgomery kind of thing, if we get him. But
Yeah,
like, he ain't gonna fall to us, bro.
he
Um,
might.
might.
If
I
the
don't know.
if the Cowboys don't draft him, who else gonna draft him? Who
Facts.
else looking for a running back?
I'll be surprised if they pass on him. Maybe he's like a backup because Javante, like, I mean, I had him on fantasy, so I know and I watched him. He's definitely like a committee kind of running back. He's not a lead.
How much they pay him?
That
That's
oh, yeah.
that's the question.
That's a good question.
You got that? You got that up, TJ?
Hold on, I got it. Um, that's it. Oh, $3 million. 1 year, $3 million. Yeah,
He a
transition
backup.
guy.
He a backup. Yeah,
Yeah,
they might
backup.
still.
Yeah,
They might still.
yeah, one year, $3 million.
They signed to a real contract or something.
Yeah, nah, nothing big, bro, because he ain't all that. But for receivers, it's been a little bit of moves. I think the biggest move, I want to ask you, TJ, what do you think about the Devontae Adams trade? Or acquisition, because he was a free
Where did he
agent.
go to again? Remind me.
We're at Devontae Adams with the Rams for a 2-year, $46 million deal.
I mean, the fact they're dropping Cooper Cup, I mean, that makes sense. Him and Puka,
Yep.
that's kind of scary because like, who do you want to focus more on? Because you could still treat Puka like he's not a one
Hold on,
and
Klein,
give
we don't hear you.
Devontae the attention, or you open up the box essentially. And now you got a running game again, so you can take it up that way because their
Yeah.
offensive line isn't bad.
The
It's not that
offense for the
bad.
Rams aren't bad.
Yeah,
Like
the offense is good. It's not that bad. They actually started cooking at the end of the year. They went to playoffs.
yeah, they
So,
stuck in there. They stuck in there.
so it wasn't like they were bad. It was just like, okay, they penciled out. But what if they could stay strong throughout the whole season? You know what I'm saying? Like, so Devontae Adams next to it, a little bit more sturdy than
Yeah.
Cooper Cup. Maybe that's what they need, something a little bit more consistent. I don't think that's a bad idea for them. And they started their efforts. They still believe in him. They just need 3 years.
Yep.
They got 2-year windows.
Klein, we hear you.
I know I'm trying to flip my camera. I don't understand why it flipped like that.
Boom.
There we go.
Yeah. You got any thoughts about the Devontae thing? I think the Rams going to be dangerous. That's what me and TJ kind of agreed with.
Oh, who knows what they do in the draft? Because now they got draft picks again.
Yep.
Who knows what they do?
I don't really know too much about the Rams. I ain't gonna lie to really speak on them.
Mhm.
I know they got Devontae, and Devontae with Matthew Stafford sounds dangerous.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. I just don't know how their whole team is. I don't know how their line is. I don't know how their defense is for.
I don't know what the
Can't really
line.
talk about
I know they got that defensive player or defensive rookie of the year at that line. They found a replacement for Aaron Donald, and they have Karen Williams. He's a very good running back. So they got somebody. Yeah, they got somebody every
You
skill
forgot?
position.
I know all about him. Remember first year in fantasy, nigga didn't know that you could put people in IR.
Yeah, he
trade
was hurt. He was hurt.
Man, that shit pissed me off. I lost
That's
that.
old, bro. That was crazy.
Yep. So yeah, that's the big thing. I mean, there's little pickups. Josh Palmer went to the Bills. We talked about Diami and Tutu Atwell staying. Marquise Brown staying with the Chiefs, and Chris Godwin, who I was really banking on, staying with the Bucks. But I'm not surprised. 3-year deal. He's been there for like 9 years. Like,
Him and Mike Evans going down together.
yeah. What you say, Klein?
You saw that on Josh Sweat got signed too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
I think I posted it earlier.
was it the Bears? No. Where did he get signed to?
Cardinals.
The Cardinals. Yeah, whatever. He did it for the bag, man.
Shout out to the 757, bro. Shout out
Yeah,
to the
shout out
757.
757. Yeah,
Come on.
Oscar
Y'all
Smith.
stepped on the 7x7?
He went to Oscar Smith, bro.
Hey,
Yep.
he got another fan.
Yep. That's why I was hoping we'll get him because he closer to home, but he's going to Arizona.
Yeah, I was definitely hoping they're gonna get him.
Yep.
At least one of them. Between him, Khalil Mack, and Myles Garrett.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't even get down to it, but Khalil Mack. I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah. He resigned with the Chargers. Josh Sweat to the Cardinals. Hassan Reddick to the Buccaneers. So those are three top guys off the edge that I was banking on, but they're gone now. Von Miller's still a free agent. Yeah. Chase Young.
You want that though?
Yeah. These are what?
You want that though? You want
What?
that?
Von Miller? I don't know. I mean, you saw what we did with Bobby Wagner. I don't mind old linebackers.
I mean, but like it's an old edge though.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind the
You know,
experience.
do you want to see him in a Commander's uniform getting ran over, bro?
Bro, he was getting run over like that on the Bills? I didn't know it was that bad.
He won't run anybody over. I don't see him getting signed.
That's crazy, bro. The Von Miller disrespect. But I mean, it's better what we got. We just lost Fowler. That was our best end.
You're gonna have to draft one.
Fowler ain't coming
We
back.
lost Fowler.
Yeah, that's what I said. He tweeted out, bro. Like, we're not keeping Fowler, bro. He's a free agent. He's still out there. Yeah, bro. He's not happy. Like, he tweeted some shit out, man. And then they got rid of Diami got picked up, but I don't think Fowler is getting picked up by us, bro. That's why I think they're trying to make a trade for that boy Trey from the Bengals. We still haven't seen him move yet, but like
T. Higgins? You think you could get T. Higgins?
not T. Higgins, no Trey, the defensive
Trey
end.
Henderson?
Yes, I think we're gonna make a move for
Yeah,
him.
you can take him. Yeah, take him.
Yeah,
You can have him.
we'll take him out of your division.
Bro.
We'll take him out of the division.
Yeah, bro, take him.
Yeah, give him a nice little home.
Take them both.
Yeah.
Take him. I don't want either of them.
Nah, T. Higgins ain't going nowhere. They tagged him. Let's see.
Man, that's not even fair, bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's not fair.
Let's see. Tight ends. There wasn't much moves. Everybody stayed with their teams. Mike Gesicki stayed with the Bengals. We kept Zach Ertz, which I'm not really mad about. Another 1-year deal for $6 million. Austin Hooper stayed with the Patriots, and John Bates, we kept him as well for a 3-year deal, which is a great blocking tight end.
Okay.
So
There you go.
there's a few linemen that was picked up, including what we did. Ronnie Stanley resigned with the Baltimore Ravens. That was something I was banking on. So let's see. Jackson resigned with the Rams. Dan Moore, Tennessee.
Oh yeah, that was one of our guys. That was our left tackle.
Oh, really? He did a 4. He must be good because he did a 4-year. He got paid with $82 million. So
Good. I'll say he's reliable in the sense of he's not going to get injured too much. He's played 4 years at that position, but against the bigger guys that in the league, he does struggle against. He did have the most pressures and sacks on his side. So take that as you want. Dan Moore is cool and all, but there's a reason why we drafted 2 tackles back-to-back drafts. So
let's see.
It was time. It's
was
not
time
that
for him to
no
go?
disrespect. It was time. He saw the writing on the wall. He wasn't trying to work out with the team in terms of switching sides. It was becoming a thing. He did his part because somebody got injured, but I don't know. I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
But hey, he's gone now. Broderick Jones, you're up.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like for us on our side. But yeah, bro. We lost a lot of guys, bro. So we're gonna get a lot of compensatory pick apparently because a lot of our starters left. So we're gonna get a lot of those.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be in like next year's draft or something. But cool. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, and there's still plenty of guys out there, like linemen, OTs, but I think the bigger guys kind of went out. For defensive ends, like I said, Von Miller, Joey Bosa is still a free agent, but I heard he might be going to the Niners.
Yeah. I saw the Niners.
I heard they finalizing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Just wait for that to come out.
Yeah, that makes sense. DeMarcus Lawrence is still a free agent. I don't know if the Cowboys are keeping him, and Dante Fowler is still a free agent.
Go get my kid.
They better reach
Micah?
time from Dante.
Get Micah Parsons, bro. Go for it.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he about to be next year he's going to
What about Michael Parsons?
Next year he's going to be a free agent. He's on his last deal, but he's going to want to get paid. He's going to want to get paid.
I doubt they're going to let that nigga walk if he
No. But are they going to pay him? He's going to ask for at least $40 million because that's what they're paying Myles Garrett.
They're going to have to pay him $41 million.
Yeah, at least 40.
They're going to have to pay him or trade him. He's too good to just let him walk.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really upset with the podcast thing he does. I know you get criticism over that, but Micah's a stud. Mike is a
He's a
stud.
stud, but
Yeah, so I don't see the Cowboys letting him go. We'll see next year.
Wait, what
But
part? What podcast for?
he has a podcast and he be talking about the Cowboys and he ranked his top five quarterbacks. Dak Prescott
I
wasn't
don't.
in it.
I don't dislike that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a big fan of players that are active doing podcasts during the season. It's like, bro, you're supposed to be focused on the damn season. Like, what we
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, that
It's
was
like
a
with Paul George
yeah,
when he was doing it. I was like,
yeah,
yo, what are you doing? And it's
yeah,
like, and the team playing bad, bro. Like, focus on that.
yeah. I think that's exactly what TJ was
I feel
about to
like the
say.
same thing
Yeah,
can really go with Parsons because it's like your team did not do good last year. Why are you wasting your time doing podcasts when you should be rallying the troops?
and that's the criticism he gets with it. But even despite that, he's still producing. I'll still take a shot
The
at him.
fact
He's a
that he's
free agent.
producing is a little bit different. So
Yeah,
it's like,
Paul George is a good example though. That's a prime
yeah,
example.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see.
that dude, Paul George, is such a disappointment to me, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know what the Clippers doing,
There
man.
was a point in time, bro. People
I,
were like, he's gonna be better than LeBron. Y'all remember this?
when he was on the Pacers
That
before he
that
broke his
was a
leg.
thing.
Yes. Him on the
Yeah,
That was
Pacers,
after for
bro.
a little bit. That
yeah,
was a thing.
that was a good year for them, or it's a good
And
time.
then even when he got to the Thunder, people were still trying to say that. They still trying to say he had such a great bag. Niggas was making him on 2K. Nigga has never produced shit.
I think the Thunder was his last good days, man. And then once they gave up
Yeah.
those 5 first-round picks and SGA for him, it went downhill.
Man, one of these days or one of these podcasts, we really need to talk about that. Because I don't know if that's the biggest robbery that I've ever seen in the NBA, but that's up there with the Celtics.
No, that's up there with the Luka trade, but we'll talk about basketball a different
That's
day.
not the same kind of robbery, bro. I promise you, they're not the same kind of robberies. Like, what have you? That Paul George trade? And what
Yeah.
they got out of that for Paul George?
Yeah,
The Thunder has been set for life.
number one in the
What the
West.
Celtics got those years when they traded Paul Pierce and KG, those were robberies, bro.
Yeah,
That trade gave us Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
but who do y'all trade them to?
We traded Paul Pierce and KG to the Nets.
Yeah, that set them back a couple years.
Yeah, we had so much draft picks. We was just like how the Thunder is now.
Yep.
We had draft picks for days. We could have really just traded things away and got better draft picks. They really wasted that time period. I'm not gonna lie. But there was so much draft picks that they just drafted people that weren't good. I remember they drafted Fab Melo. Never played in the NBA.
Yeah. But I think that's it for the sports. Unless y'all want to talk about like DBs and safeties.
We lost. I know the Steelers lost Dante Jackson.
To who?
I think he went to the
Cardinals.
No, I don't think it was the Cardinals. Let me see.
What position he play?
Cornerback.
He's a corner.
Yeah, he's a corner.
Oh yeah, he signed with the Chargers for 2 years, $13 million.
Charger. Okay.
Has Slay been signed yet?
Yeah, he went to the Steelers.
What y'all signed him?
Yeah,
Darius
we
Slay?
got him. Yeah, Darius Slade.
Damn, I actually wanted that guy. DJ Reed got
I did
signed.
too.
That's a good
Various
pickup.
Ward got signed. Yeah, these corners are getting picked up quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
this-
not moving on. It's pissing me off, bro. Like
yeah,
I'm not. Gonna lie.
I do think we're being a little slow this time with the free
Yeah, it's
agency.
like, bro.
Like you gotta.
I
I like the left tackle.
Don't
I
get
like
me
the left
wrong.
tackle pickup.
After
though.
last year, I'm never gonna question this regime ever in my life. Whatever they do is the right shit.
Yeah, but the
I'm just
Commanders
a little
have
bit
been.
worried. It's like, come on, get at least one corner. Like we need one.
Yeah, we need. They haven't made a move in the corner. There's not really much left. 4 cornerback.
I guess they're banking on Marcus.
Kendall Fuller is still a free agent.
Kendall Fuller's in the league.
Yeah, bro.
I did not know that, bro.
Yeah, Kendall Fuller is still a free, and Stephon Gilmore is still a free agent as well.
They're too old, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, they're too old.
Yeah.
You want Kyle Fuller?
Hey
You want
man,
Kyle Fuller?
for a cheap deal. I mean, it's better. I'd
Right,
rather have
you
him than St. Juice.
Yeah.
He said Kendall Fuller. Why
Kendall.
you say Kyle?
Yeah, Kendall Fuller, bro. I'd rather have him than St. Juice. I wouldn't be mad if we picked him up.
Absolutely not. We had Kendall Fuller, nigga.
Get one in the draft, bro.
I mean, he was actually our top corner when we had him. which says a
He was
lot.
our top IQ corner. You forgot he started getting slow. He wasn't
Yeah.
able to keep up with niggas.
And I think he
He
won a
a
ring.
worse version of Marcus Lattimore is right now.
I will see, man. But I'm just putting ideas. Russell Douglas. I don't know who that is. Mike Hilton.
Wait, is it Russell
Oh,
or
Mike Oakley. Oh, that'd be a nice
Rasul.
pickup.
Rasul.
is it like Rasul?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, Rasul Douglas.
Yeah, he's still a
No.
free agent. Let's see. Shaquille Griffin. I think he was. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he played for the Seattle, I think.
Yeah.
He's a defensive back, or he's the one dude with the one arm that
I
Nah.
think
became.
he's been out the league though. He's
I
been
don't.
out the league.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was a good
This the other
story.
brother, the
Yeah.
corner.
The core. Yeah, he's a free agent. Xavier Woods is a free agent. Let's see. Justin Reed, Harrison Smith.
Oh, you know what? We never talked about the Xavier Worthy shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's been some reports about it, and they said that the girlfriend lied. Apparently, like he hired an investigator, and she admitted that she lied about getting hit by him, because basically she was cheating on him and asked her to leave. She wouldn't leave, and that's when he called the cops, and then she pressed charges and said that he hit her, but apparently he didn't hit her. But I'm still accusation is still out there. And like that's I don't know. It seems like a thing with these chief receivers getting these kind of trouble.
Wilding boy,
Yeah.
wilding in Missouri.
I was worried about him, bro, because I saw it was a felony domestic violence. I was like, oh, nigga, you wild. You was wilding out.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll see. But I saw reports saying that apparently she
Nah,
lied.
yeah, I just looked it up. I type in his name. First thing I see is a report saying that he not gonna be charged.
Yep. So hopefully that doesn't impact him. But you know how these accusations go, like that came out, so that's what people think about him, even though it's not true. But yeah,
It's
I think
crazy.
I think
I
you're very
find it
correct.
wild that people are able to just make these accusations and
Yeah.
not be true, and they don't have no tendency against them.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
mean,
like if you make a false accusation against someone that could end up
in
ruining their
jail.
career,
Yeah.
put them in jail and all that stuff, you should have some penalties to you, bro. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
cause
you saw
it's
what
getting
happened with
weird.
Drewski. You saw with Drewski and Odell. They got caught
Yeah.
up, and but they already
I'm
debunked that.
not gonna say that I think Odell is right.
That's
But
crazy.
Drewski gave an opinion when Drewski came out and said his statement. I believe Drewski.
Yeah, high key.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
High key.
and I've seen it too many times where it's like people getting accused of stuff and it comes out they never had nothing to do with it. The person never even met them.
Yep.
And it's
It's
like,
just
how you accusing somebody you never met? Like that,
yeah.
like what's wrong with you?
But they're
Like,
trying to tie it with the Diddy case. So if that's not true, how many cases against Diddy is not true? I mean, just a food for thought. We don't really have to talk about all that type of stuff. But it's not that kind of podcast.
I'm definitely gonna be real about it, bro. Diddy definitely did the shit he did. But there's probably some people lying on the nigga too.
There's always those. I mean, they're gonna be there, but
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like
there's a lot of
there's
people who agree with the same thing, though.
yeah. I
Yeah,
feel like
they're all like, yeah, that happened to me too. Like, what do you mean that happened to you too?
Yeah.
You know, what I'm saying that's consistency. There's a pattern here. Once you see the pattern, that's when you see it's like this isn't just an accident or just a thing you just do for fun. No, this is something. This is your fun. This is what you do.
this is what you do. Like, cause this is something we've heard about Diddy for.
Yeah.
So it's like it's kind of different than other people, cause like other people would be coming out of nowhere, and you never heard this kind of stuff come out about this person until this happened. But with Diddy, it's like we've been hearing this for like 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like stuff. It's like I don't think to the extent they took it, like as far as his case goes, it's probably not as serious as people are making it out to be. But that nigga is definitely a criminal, and he definitely partakes in that kind of shit. Like
Yeah.
maybe not to the extent they trying to put it out to be, because they making that nigga like an R. Kelly type of nigga.
Nah, he's just a freaky frog, bro. He a freaky frog.
Yeah, she's a freak off, man.
He a freaky frog. Like straight up, bro. But free
He
agency
probably was
levels.
doing that shit, but that shit was probably everybody was consenting to it. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, I
He
want
probably,
we can move on to the back to the free agency. Did you guys have any teams that stood out like for maybe probably the best moves or who's actually winning so far day one of free agency? Um, I will say I like what the Raiders are doing. They're doing a lot of rebuilding stuff. They're getting a lot of like key positions. Let's see, they get a D tackle, offensive lineman. The Raiders have been making good moves. Uh,
yeah.
Personally, big moves. You could say the Steelers. The Steelers been making some big moves. With they definitely got the DK, but I'm not
Hey,
ruling out the Commanders
hey,
either.
hey, I'm not gonna say the Steelers yet. I
Please.
understand they got DK
Yep.
until they figure out who the fuck is throwing him the fucking football.
Yeah, and that's why
I can't put him that high for getting the receiver with no quarterback. We got to find out who the quarterback is, and then I'll be like, all right, now we can talk about him for real. But right now, you can have all the receivers in the world if nobody's there to throw them the ball. It don't matter.
bro, we're good. We got Skylar Thompson. We're good. We're good, bro. We got Skylar Thompson, the backup. We're straight. What are you talking about? But yeah, I can see this count now going to Russ at this point. The way things are trending, like just get Russ back, 1 year deal. You know what it is. Don't be mad about it. Type of situation, or give him a 2 year. Let him duke it out next year with the quarterback, or let him have a little tussle. Just lay him down gently. Because
I
at this
feel like
point,
y'all should just sign Russell,
I think
draft
there's
Jackson Dart.
no. I don't see any other solution that makes a better sense. Because like since Sam Darnold left, I thought we were possibly going to go for Sam Darnold a little bit more because I saw the report we made an offer, and then now we traded for DK. So then I was like, okay, maybe we low key get Sam Darnold and you kind of see what that does. But then I was like, oh, okay, that didn't work out. But then I was like, okay, maybe Justin comes back now, seeing that okay, we got DK in the room. Maybe that'll make him want to say, okay, let's do this again. But then he said no to that. So I was like, okay. So now it's like, okay, there's not a lot of options here outside of Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's
I'd
really
much
it.
rather roll with Russell Wilson than Aaron Rodgers.
I agree.
This is Russell Wilson is our only option at this point. So I just see it's just going to be
I,
Russell Wilson
I don't
going
see it
deep
being
outside too.
only an option though of just signing Russell Wilson. Y'all gotta draft a fucking quarterback. I'm not gonna lie to
Y'all,
you.
y'all
Not going to be
could
in the
trade
first
up.
round.
Nah, yeah. I mean, I'm with TG on this one. If it ain't Shador or Cam, there's no point taking a shot at quarterback.
There's no point. Like,
Yeah.
why are we wasting that draft pick? I'd much rather
Well,
get a D tackle.
all right,
They've been making that D
look at this, right?
tackle.
Y'all have never in the Mike Tomlin era been under 500. Who the fuck are y'all getting next year? It's not like
Bro,
you're
we're
gonna have
building draft
a
capital.
lower.
Are we not paying attention to the draft capital? To the fact we had so many people get signed today for millions of dollars, being top paid money. We're gonna get constipatory picks or constipatory picks, whatever.
Those are
We're
like
gonna get those
third
picks.
and fourth round picks. We're talking about a quarterback. If y'all don't have a quarterback next year, you're gonna need a quarterback next year. So it's like if you don't draft one in the first round and you start first or second,
This is good.
y'all either gonna try to be in the same position last next year,
Okay.
where y'all still searching for a quarterback, or you draft a quarterback and start building them up.
Mm-hmm.
Now I actually got to jump in, and I actually got to side with TJ on this
Jump in, brother. Go ahead.
because
Go get him.
like I kind of see what TJ's saying. It's not that desperate for quarterbacks. Like you still have Aaron Rodgers, you have Russell Wilson, and like if those two guys don't pan out right now, there's not a home for them right now. Like all these positions, like now that I think about it, it's just
So why
Tennessee.
is there not a home for them?
Why is there
Is it
not?
not their play?
I mean, part of it is their play and the money, but a big part of it is like a lot of these quarterbacks got taken up. I mean, I can only think of like the Tennessee Titans who got the number one pick and the Steelers, but I think the Steelers are most likely gonna pick up Russell or Aaron Rodgers. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal who's throwing them the ball because at the end of the day they got talent. I mean, you see like
It's
average
cool.
quarterbacks.
If they pick up Russell and Aaron Rodgers,
Hmm.
both of which are over the age of 33,
Yeah,
what are they doing next year?
but they're trying to win now
Because
though.
both of
They're
those players are almost about to retire. And if
yeah.
they're on win now mode, and they don't win next year, they're going to be in a position where they're also drafting the top 15 or the later 15 picks in the draft, where people are still next year going to be looking for a quarterback in a quarterback heavy draft. They're
But
still
even
going
with
to
a
end up. They're
quarterback,
still going to be in the same position that they're in this year.
yeah, I mean, it depends on what this veteran quarterback do when they pick him up with more weapons than they had this past season, and also
I got
like
you. I don't see Russell doing nothing with
it,
nobody.
with D. Okay, that's disrespect,
With
but
DK and GP? No,
come
no, no, no.
on,
Okay. Hold on, hold on. I gotta stop you there now. Pause.
yeah.
What
No, I think it
last
was
year
Russell
with DK?
Wilson.
What did
Whoa,
Russell
whoa,
do?
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Was he
whoa,
good?
whoa. It's my turn. It's my turn.
Go
It's
ahead, Skip.
my turn. Hold on. Hold on. Listen, we only had one wide receiver last year. That was GP. And he was mad he wasn't getting enough touches. With a one quarterback, one veteran quarterback. Give me 1 year, bro. That's what we're asking for. That's in the position we're in. That's our team right now. Give me 1 year, bro. We'll draft a quarterback next year with in the draft. It's going to be a high pick. We know that. I think as Steeler fans, the front office, I think everyone knows we're going to go draft a quarterback next year and just go really high and invest a lot of draft picks into it. We're going to trade up. We're going to be that team that jumps into the top 10. I see that now.
It's
Like,
hard to trade
happening
up
now.
when niggas need quarterbacks.
But who's gonna be a quarterback this season after next though?
Everyone, there's multiple teams that need quarterbacks this year. It's just
But
the quarterback
there's
class
not.
is weak.
Yeah, but there's not that many teams that need quarter. I mean, honestly,
I
like
There's
it's
not a
we
a.
lot of
can't
teams
name
with
we
quarterbacks.
can't name 5 teams that need quarterbacks right now.
Go ahead.
Is that what you're saying?
Go ahead.
All right. The
I would
Browns,
put
the
that.
Titans, the Giants, the Raiders still need a quarterback. Gino is not their fucking future. So
Yes,
we're
it
at
is. What
4
are
now.
you
Yes,
talking
he yes he
about? What are
is.
you
Hold
talking
on,
about?
he there for
They
like
put
three
a 100
years.
mil on it. 3 years. What are you
Three
talking about?
years.
How
They
old
And
is
the
traded
Geno
for
Giants are
Smith?
that.
drafting a quarterback.
How
So
They
old
don't.
is
traded
Geno
for
Smith?
that. What you talking
But
about?
still, like the
How
Raiders,
old is Geno
he's
Smith?
30 something, I believe. But it don't matter because he's a 3 year deal.
Almost the age as
They
Aaron
traded for
Rodgers and
that.
Russell
They
Wilson,
trade.
who
What do you? What,
we're
he traded
watching
for that.
on the way out, right?
But
About the same age as we're
but
watching these
they're
quarterbacks
not
that are
gonna
on the way
unless
out.
they're not gonna draft a quarterback next season unless they're just like stinking it up, bro. Like I think
Yeah,
the
but
Raiders are gonna be
come on.
You
middle of the
think
pack
Geno is
team.
an answer that you just trade for him and
Yes,
not get a younger quarterback?
They paid him.
yeah, they
They
paid him.
paid
Like Gino has value.
That's cool.
Okay,
That's cool.
answer
He
this.
is a great placeholder quarterback, but you build around, just like how Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers drafted Jordan Love.
And what they do?
Falcons
They
with
let him
Kirk
sit out over
Cousins
here. They
drafted Michael Penix. We see this all the times. Teams are not waiting until their quarterback is gone to get another quarterback.
yeah, but they're not
They're
gonna
trying to get
draft.
someone with
They're not
talent
gonna draft him
that they
straight.
can build up.
Okay, come on.
Then I don't think they're drafting him next year, though. I think that's the point we're making. It's not going to be next year. I don't think it'll be
They're
next
gonna at
year.
least give him two. And you mentioned
They're
the
at least giving, yeah,
Giants.
Julio
I don't
Jones.
like how you said, all right, Kalani, Zoe Supreme.
Yeah,
So,
Supreme.
Yeah.
so I'm willing to put a $50 bet on it. Next year, the Seahawks draft a quarterback.
You mean the Raiders?
Ooh.
You mean the Raiders?
The Raiders, my
Okay.
bad. My bad. Sorry, he came from the Seahawks. My bad.
Yeah, that's an easy bet. Yeah.
All right,
Not
cool. Just remember,
2026.
we got this in the video.
Yeah, episode 5. Episode 5.
Just step out. Make sure you know this because we got to remember this for next year. So there's no. It's 10:06.
I'm not worried.
Okay, we just got to make sgot to make sure we know that. We got to put that out there now.
I'm
$50.
not worried. The Raiders drafting a quarterback next year.
Nah.
It might not be high. I ain't gonna say it's a first round quarterback.
Wait
They
a second.
drafting
Oh,
a
okay.
quarterback to build
Wait
up.
a second now. Wait a second. We can't just say
Like I
nothing.
said,
He moving the
wait,
goalposts.
Yeah, the goalposts got
Did I
moved. We
not
all
say-
knew first round is what we were
when I
talking
brought
about.
Mike
We were talking
Penix.
first round.
You said first
Wait.
round.
Michael Penix was first
Oh,
round.
oh,
All those quarterbacks you mentioned were first rounds. So you're saying first round quarterback next year.
Did I not say quarter teams with quarterbacks draft quarterbacks in the draft?
In the first round. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were implying first round. All you're
You want to rewind it? Show me what I said in the first round.
Your mind lied.
Yo, honest if he didn't say first round, but it was
I
implied.
never said first round, so I don't know where y'all got that from me.
Okay, here we go.
I
Here's
say
Yeah, the
teams
bet's off.
still draft the quarterbacks even if they signed one, because that's what they do. You have to still develop a quarterback when your older quarterback is on the way fucking out. You don't have to do it in the first round. We've seen this several times.
the way you implied it was that it was implied that it'll be in the first
But
round. We
Yeah,
were
you
implying
you
it's gonna
imply
be-
that this quarterback is taking over the veteran quarterbacks. Therefore, he's going to be taken in the first round.
he's
no,
gonna be
what
so
I
good. He's gonna
implied
be worth
was
jumping up into a
teams
top
that
5 team.
already have quarterbacks that are on the way out need to get a quarterback in house that they can start developing
Mm-hmm.
before that quarterback is leaving.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally what I said.
Okay. I think we understand that point. I think we all agree that you definitely need a quarterback ready to go in case that quarterback doesn't get ready, especially that he's a veteran, so that you can trade him up so he's not in a situation where you don't have to get that quarterback. You have somebody ready to go and invested. We understand.
Exactly, because you
Okay,
last thing you
now,
have is a
moving
quarterback
from
that
that
tells you
point,
ain't
I
ready.
understand that point. We move that point. Now, going to the point that I think, and Alonzo are talking about here, is the point that you are somewhat implying that the Steelers are going to be in trouble next year getting a quarterback
Oh,
because they're not going to be
oh,
willing to go in a top 5, top 10 position to get the quarterback they would want next year, even though they will have enough draft capital and enough stuff. And you're saying the Raiders will be a team that will be aggressive enough to jump into the top 10, top 5
To get a
situation
quarterback.
to evade the Steelers to get that type of player. I think that's where we're focused on here. And I don't think, yes, they
all
don't
right.
draft a quarterback
Let,
after that. What we were talking about
let,
was top 5, top 10
let,
pick.
let me
Yeah,
clarify
cream
this
of the
then.
crop.
I'll clarify this a little bit better for y'all.
Okay.
The Raiders are going to draft one of the top 5 quarterbacks coming out. We don't know if they're all going to be in the first round. We've seen this several times. They can say it's a strong quarterback draft at the beginning of the year. We don't know if all these quarterbacks are going in the first round, but we know of the 5 quarterbacks that go first, the Raiders are going to be one of the teams that take one.
Of the 5, so one of the 5th or 4th can fall to the 2nd.
Yeah, it's like they're going to take one of the top quarterbacks. Like this year, don't have that many. There's like 2 or 3 they even talk about. And they're like,
Right.
after that, it's such a drop off. With a strong quarterback class, teams are going to get that second and third round quarterback that can still come in, be developed where they have enough physical traits and enough intangibles where they can build on that player with
Okay.
a
Yes.
veteran quarterback in place.
Mhm.
But if you wait to where you don't have a quarterback in place and you're drafting a rookie on the spot, you're going to be in trouble if you don't have a top 5 draft pick. I'm telling you.
So you're thinking the Raiders next year, if they don't think Geno Smith is playing well enough, they
If
would
Geno
put
starts playing
themselves in
like
a
trash, they're going to
position.
draft a new quarterback. We know
They're
that.
gonna draft a new quarterback, and they're willing to jump in a top 10, top 5 position and draft.
If you don't
instead.
play well, they're going to be in the top 5 and same position. Like, let's be real about it.
That's facts.
We see where the Raiders are at right now. That's where they're at right now. So unless Geno's about to turn that around by himself, if he don't play well, they're gonna be in that same position next year.
I think he could. I don't see why not. Have you seen what they've been having at quarterback? Do you see what they have at tight end now?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
Brock
they got a
Bowers, no
great
joke.
tight end. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah.
love
This
this.
guy was cooking, bro. He was helping me in fantasy. He was the only reason I had
Yeah,
points
he was balling
every
last
week.
Yeah.
year. I
He
ain't
had a
gonna
good
lie to
year.
you. But it won't enough. As even
And
though
now they have
he was the
they
best
added a
tight end
wide
last year.
receiver. Now they
You
have a
are,
quarterback. They're building the right things around them now.
Yeah.
they
To secure the pieces that
they
you were
had a
talking about
receiver.
earlier.
Y'all forgot this?
You said what?
Devontae Adams started with the fucking Raiders. Before he got traded to the Jets, he was on the Raiders.
Okay.
Did they do anything with the nigga?
Yeah, but who's
They
the
might do it
quarterback?
now.
Gardner Minshew throwing him the ball?
That's what I'm saying. The quarterback's
Hey,
different. It's
hey,
not
Gino
Garoppolo.
and Gardner Minshew ain't that. It's not like we talking about Aaron Rodgers and Sam Darnold, man.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm
Wait a
pretty
second.
sure.
Hold
Come
on.
on,
You're
come on,
disrespecting
Kalani.
Gino
Come
then.
on.
You're disrespecting
Come
Gino then.
on. Come on, Kalani.
Gino is a decent quarterback. We're not gonna fucking act like he's a top 10 quarterback.
I'm not
Well,
saying he's a top 10 quarterback, but he's at least serviceable enough to get you into a
He's
playoff
a
game.
serviceable, but he's not
okay.
somebody that you have as your long term
Okay,
future.
okay.
But
So,
they
Kalani, answer
so.
this. Would you rather have Gino, Aaron Rodgers, or Russell Wilson? Between the three, who has the most value right now after last season?
I ain't gonna lie. Russell me. Russell me.
Okay, bro. Okay. All right, I'm still a
Russell
fan.
had less weapons
I'm
than
saying
Gino
Gino.
did.
I'm still
Is
gonna
that
say
is
I'm
that not
getting
wrong?
Gino. Hmm?
I
Who had more
disagree.
weapons, Russell or Gino?
Gino.
Yeah, it won't even a question. I don't even know why y'all even took this time.
I
What
got.
are their
I
stats
have to
that
think about
different?
all my weapons. I think about all the
Are
weapons.
their stats that different from last year?
Who? Gino and Russell?
I have to
Yeah,
look it up.
I can
Do
look it
you
up.
know stats? You must know
pretty
stats.
fucking close. Pretty fucking close.
I
So,
can't say that.
so
I
how you
don't
putting the
know.
nigga
Russell
that
Wilson
had
only played
4
half the
weapons,
season.
similar stats above the
Russell
other
Wilson
nigga?
played half the season. I don't know how it's similar stats. I don't see how it's similar. But I guess he can prove me wrong. I don't know. I know Alonzo's quick to work at it right now, but
Yeah, I'm looking
I
it
don't know,
up.
bro. In my
Which one you
opinion,
looking at? I'll look up the other nigga.
mm-mm. Who am I looking at? But yeah, man. I don't know, man. Gino, he got a little bit more youth. He can still move a little bit better than those other guys. He's still an accurate passer. I don't think he really missed a step. I just think the team just didn't play well last year. That's why they're kind of blowing it up. They don't know where to go from there. Weren't willing to pay some of their veteran guys. It just kind of felt like there wasn't nowhere to go. So
All
I can
right,
see the Seahawks
so
trying to anything up.
Russell threw for 2,400 yards with the Steelers with 16
Mm-hmm.
touchdowns and 5 picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gino threw for 4,000 yards with 21 touchdowns and 15 picks. I think Gino had a better season than Russell. But granted, he started the whole season. Russell was like, what, like fifth game or something like that he started? But even
It's like
if he
six
did
games
start in the
in,
game,
6 games in with
six,
a bye week in there.
yeah, so 6 or 7 weeks. So, but at the same time, Gino had a 4,000 yard season and a 21 touchdown. I think Gino has more value than Russell right now with those
And he
veterans.
can run. He can run. Russell can't run like he used to, bro. Like it's not like Russell Wilson of 2013. It's like 2025. It's okay. It's like he could do it, but it's not. You're not. He's not running off of like 5 dudes though. It's gonna be like maybe one dude he kind of moves out the way from, but then the next dude definitely gonna hit him. It's like oh no.
Yeah. And I'll say
It's like
this, like I don't see nobody giving him a third round pick for Russell or Aaron Rodgers
no, I
last
don't.
season or the year before. Gino, we
Right,
saw what
oh,
his market
third
value.
round. Third round is
Third round
robbery.
pick. Yeah. So I
I don't. Yeah.
I don't think the Raiders are too off. Like I think they're kicking off. Like I think I said it earlier. I think they have been a good free agency outside the Commanders and Steelers because bias reasons. Like the Raiders ain't doing bad, you know. But like I don't see them getting like a top 15 or being aggressive next season for a quarterback. But a second
That
round
was my
pick.
only point. That was my only point.
That's the
I just didn't
point.
see him going into a top 5 situation going against
Yeah.
the Steelers. I think it's be the Steelers and maybe 2 teams, but I can see the Steelers at home saying, "I'm going to get my quarterback," and just drafting their quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I can see that happening.
Yeah.
So that's the scenario in my head.
And also you can't forget Kirk Cousins might become a free agent. The Falcons might cut him.
If they cut him, then boom. Okay, Kirk, can you do me something for a
Boom.
year? Can you do
That's
me
the
something?
best. That's the best one right there. If he becomes a free
Oh, that's
agent,
better. That's better. That's
boom.
an upgrade.
Y'all in business. Y'all in business if y'all get Kirk
Mm-hmm.
because this it's clear the
Can you throw a
Falcons.
deep ball, Kirk? Can you throw a deep ball, bro?
But
Can you throw it down the middle?
do they actually do they release him or they? I mean, I guess they have to trade him, but they could just release him.
Y'all niggas done?
Yeah. What you got, Kalani? You heard your
All right.
partner.
So did you look at how much games, the difference between games, or did you forget Justin Fields started last year?
But we talked about that. TJ
We
verified.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
That's that.
So why is it that right in almost what 200 more pass attempts from Geno Smith, he has 5 more touchdowns and 11 more interceptions, but he
What
had a
about his
better
rushing
season.
yards? What about his rushing?
Let me see.
What about his rushing yards? Rushing yards and rushing touchdowns.
All right. So Gino only had 2 rushing touchdowns, 272 yards. Russell had 155, 2 touchdowns. So Gino got more yards. They got the same
Wow,
amount of
that's
touchdowns.
crazy.
But
That's a little
again,
higher than I thought. That's a
yeah,
little closer.
it's closer. But again, Gino played more games. But like I do think
Six,
Gino,
6 more games.
yeah, six more
I will
games.
also say though, those last 5 games from Russell were really bad. You also didn't see that part. You got to mention that. Like the
Oh
first
no,
part,
I saw him because like I think one of those games you played us. We
We
watched
beat
that.
y'all.
That
We
that
beat
I
you.
that
We
know,
looked
but he
like
that.
didn't
that.
have a good game, and we saw it in person.
But that was his one of his best games for the season for Russell. I will give him that.
Mike Williams had his best game. That was the only
Yeah,
game he
that was a good
actually
game
gave
they
up.
had, and we saw that live next season.
But since then, what did Russell do? Like from the
Yeah,
game we
literally.
watched, that's when we started
Literally.
watching his downfall. Like
Mhm.
that's when he started playing bad. Like,
All right, so you're making our
what
point.
is Gino's excuse though? When was his fall? He
Didn't some
played
people
all
get hurt?
16 games. He's
Didn't the running
passed.
backs get hurt? And then like the line got hurt. Like wasn't people getting hurt? And then like the team just sucked. Like it just didn't work.
I don't know if that many of the Seahawks people got hurt.
I wasn't paying attention to Seattle enough to know, but
I
I
don't
felt
even
like
know
every
if
time
any
I
of them
watched the
niggas got
game,
hurt. I ain't gonna
people
lie. I think they just had a bad season.
They had a bad season, but if you look at Geno's trend, like he's been consistent. 30 touchdowns, 20
Russell
touchdowns,
played better than
21.
that nigga last year, bro.
You said what?
Russell literally played better than that nigga in 6 less games. The nigga had 5 more touchdowns, 11 more interceptions.
Well, which touchdowns you looking at? Russell got 16 on mine, and Geno got
16 and
21.
5, 21 and 15.
Yep.
5 more fucking touchdowns, 11 more interceptions. What did you miss from it? Yeah,
Like,
let's
yeah,
look.
what
they
I'm
turn.
saying is if Russell played the same amount of games though, I could see those picks being a lot higher. I could see a lot of
Is it going to
like
be
he
a
probably
Geno
throw a
site?
couple more touchdowns. Like
15?
dude, you got to understand, it wasn't getting better by the week. It was getting progressively worse. It wasn't. It wasn't like, oh, well, Russell, he's getting better. Like the weeks got worse. It was like, no way it can get worse. It got worse. It kept getting worse, bro. Like
For
that's
him
the point.
to have matched Geno's interception ratio, those last 5 games, he would have to throw at least 2 more interceptions per game.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I got a little information here. Okay, in terms of
Was
okay,
it
in
another
terms of
signing?
this drafting. Okay, I'm going back to the 2026 quarterback draft class, right? And the point we were talking about.
2026.
Yes. Okay.
Next year?
Yes, next year's draft.
Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm talking about in terms of the Raiders getting in the way of the Steelers getting a quarterback, and you thinking Geno Smith not playing well enough. And where my argument was, we're going to have draft capital. Here's the draft capital we're receiving due to the fact of these three players leaving. Dan Moore Jr., our left tackle who went to Tennessee, third round pick we get received. Justin Fields, even though he only played 6 games, we get a fourth round pick for Justin Fields playing that game, those 6 games. Dante Jackson, who got traded there from the Carolina Panthers, we're getting a 6th round pick. That was our second quarterback. We're getting 3 pretty good picks out of 3 players that we only, we're going to get rid of. Maybe Justin Fields, you could say, okay, we could have kept him. But, I mean, if we're losing Justin Fields and we're getting a 4th round pick because we're losing Justin Fields, then,
Do you think realistically, with those 3 draft compensations, if say you guys finish with the same record that y'all finished with under Mike Tomlin, that at least that 8-8,
500. Yeah.
or well, I guess it would be like 9-8 now because we got a longer
But
season.
they even or better.
Yeah, the fact
yeah,
that y'all
even
don't
better, yeah.
ever get under 500, do you think those draft picks would even be able to be in a trade package to move up to get a quarterback that y'all feel that could start day one?
Yes. Because I could also see them saying, okay, you can take our next first from next year or a player from this team. Or like the way our team has been like moving recently, it's not the same old Steelers from 20 years ago, bro. Like they're
All
literally
right, I got
moving.
another question then. The last time you've seen a team move up from 16 or above into the top 10 without giving up multiple first round picks? Time of the last trade you've seen that.
Hey, I don't know. We about to see, Nick. I
That's
don't know.
what I'm saying, bro.
We about to see. Like it's like we're gonna see like how they value it. Like we're gonna see how they value the trade. We're gonna see how they value the player. We're gonna
I'm
see where
just
they're
saying
at.
teams have been less likely to trade back. If you've been looking at the last few seasons, teams are less likely to trade back from those top 10 picks if there's a player there that they feel is worth, unless somebody's willing to give them multiple first rounds.
I can see the Steelers in win now mode right now, saying if there's a guy that we want and we want to get him, and we have the team built around this team, we have enough of a team to build around this rookie to just go on a run. I can see them sacrificing a couple first round picks. Like I don't think you understand. Like quite literally, we're
Nah,
building this
nah,
team for the next year. Like this team is
I'm
being built for
about
next
to-
year.
don't worry, I'm about to walk you all through this so you can like get to the point where I'm at. Y'all, don't worry, you're gonna set in it real quick.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right. If a player is y'all feel that way about, they're solid enough to give up those picks, and they're solid enough. You know they're gonna start day one. Why would the other team would be willing to give up that pick or those
Maybe they
players?
don't
It
need him.
means
Maybe they don't need him because they draft or get in a different quarterback or get a different position. They don't feel like they're in the same position. What if they?
how many teams in the top five or top 10 don't be needing quarterbacks? How
What if
often?
it's a different team? What if it's like a
Who?
team that traded for a different player from a different year has a different first round pick, and this isn't really their first round pick, and they don't really even need a quarterback. They just have a first round pick, but they know the Steelers need a quarterback, and they're willing to give up another first round pick for it. What's to
I
say
don't know
that?
any teams in that position.
Huh?
I don't know any team in that position. So I can't really speak on that because there's not a single team I can think of that's in
I
that
mean,
position.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like I know it's so far ahead, but like at the same time, I'm sorry. Okay, at the same time, it's like that's just what I see in like a very far hypothesis situation in Pittsburgh, mind you. This is in Pittsburgh. This isn't going to be anywhere else. It's at Pittsburgh, and I think that's the different situation about it. So I feel kind of as a Steeler fan, kind of like, nah, they're going to do something. Like something is going to be done that night. If they see a guy they want, they're going to get the guy they want. I don't see any night and any place at any time for the first time hosting the NFL draft. If the Steelers see a quarterback they want, I see them going and doing whatever they need to do at their house to draft their guy at home and basically get the limo to pick him up and take him home. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm
I
not
see
gonna lie. I know they're gonna want to, but I feel like y'all are in the same position the Hawks used to be. Like I don't know if you guys remember when the Hawks were constantly in playoff contention, but they weren't good enough to close out the finals and shit when LeBron was running the East and shit like that. So they got in a position where they were good enough to where they had a decent record, would put them in the middle of the draft, but not bad enough to where they could get that impact player that changes what they need.
Well, that's where they are now with the draft. I mean,
I feel
or
like it's going to be
it's been
really
like that
hard
for
for
like
y'all to be
10
in a
years.
position to get a quarterback where y'all can really, without developing him, like, because that's what I was saying. Unless y'all draft a quarterback and start developing him, I don't see y'all being in a position high enough up to draft a quarterback that can just come in and step in.
Or if Mike Tomlin has his first losing season.
yeah, that
Go
fits
win.
it.
That's bro right there. He gonna win until he retires.
What I mean, but literally, like, what's the? He's already
That's
a
the
Hall of
bias
Fame
in me though.
coach. He
Huh?
loses one season, but the one season he loses, he ends up finding the next franchise quarterback as he retires, getting a Super Bowl. What better send off story? He loses 1 year and
That
he
would be
finds the
amazing.
next franchise quarterback for the next 20
But
years.
another
That
thing
sounds like a
too, if he
beautiful
has
story.
one losing season, I feel like the fan base is gonna turn on him, saying like, "Oh, he's
They already
overpaid."
try to turn
Oh
on him now.
No,
yeah,
no, listen. As long as he's a black man working for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're never gonna love him.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I can understand.
Okay, let's be real here. Like, I guess like they're never gonna love him. They like he's literally one of the best coaches in the world, and
Yeah,
he's still not good enough for him. Like I'm not saying like in the NFL, in the entire world, people know who Mike Tomlin is as a coach. He's one of
oh
the
yeah,
best to do it, and quite
yeah.
literally, it's still not enough. Like he's never lost. He's never had a losing season one time.
He's
You can
probably
never say he had a really bad year. His bad years are 8-8.
yeah. I would say, my opinion, it might be a little biased. I ain't even a Steelers fan, but Mike Tomlin is like one of my goats. Like I feel when you talk about coaching, there's not many that you can put in the conversation with Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
It's like there's
Like,
there's like two or three I can think of that really could be put in that conversation with Mike Tomlin.
like
It's like
so
they can't even say that they never had a losing season.
my
It's
whole
like they
life,
got
my
losing
whole life,
seasons
bro.
all throughout them. Like
Every single year, it's like we should fire him. Like, and mind you, he didn't lose. He didn't have a losing season. We should fire Mike Tomlin. trade Mike. Mid-season, bro, we can hold a 6-0 win streak, right? Lose 2 games in a row. We didn't fire Mike Tomlin. Every
Yeah.
year, I'm telling you, the narrative is so annoying. It happens every year. It gets annoying. It happens every single year like clockwork.
I
Oh,
think
fire
it's
Mike
like one of
Tomlin.
those
Never mind.
things that's like you probably have experienced it too, being a Lakers fan. But you know how the Lakers and Celtics, when niggas don't do good in the playoffs, bro, we be like, bro, that coach need to go. Like he's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
able to get us over the hump that we used to because we're used to winning. Like,
yeah. Facts.
and I feel like that's the same thing Mike Tomlin doing.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
like you're so used to winning, and that culture of winning is so embedded in you. When you don't get to that top echelon, it'd be like, oh, you didn't even do what you were supposed to do. Like, you need to do better.
true. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like average is like a slap in the face when you like used to being above average for it.
Exactly, and that's the dilemma. And that's where it's just like he's held to such a high standard. You know what I'm saying? Like what other coaches held to this high enough standard? It's where it's this hard. And bro does the most work. He literally goes to the combine. He goes to different scouting days. He goes to pro days. He goes and talks to these people. He has
Dedicated.
relationships with these people. Like he's like not just like a coach that just yells drills, bro. Like he's a person that cares who just so happens to coach football.
Yes. I love Mike Tomlin. Don't get
Like,
me
so,
wrong.
like it's
But
never
my
it's never
love for
gonna be
Mike
good.
Tomlin is why I
Never.
feel like y'all in that problem situation that y'all in. Like that's my whole
Exactly.
reason behind because he's such a good coach. I know that you guys are still gonna end up 9-8 or ten
Probably.
and six. So it's like y'all just gonna be put in a bad situation. It's like so y'all coach is so good, y'all gonna be in a good situation regardless. But y'all just might not be able to get that impact play to put you to the next step.